Hello everybody, this is NTechSmelted, and due to a popular request from many people, including my friends, I'm going to be making a tutorial on these things. What they are is they're basically 8-bit characters that I made with sort of like a hard backing where you can put them on walls. They're extremely light. These are how I make mine. So yeah, we'll get started in just a second. Okay, so you're first going to want to start out with some poster board, and if you're kind of, how should I say, is low on budget or just don't want to have to do all that stuff, you can use cardboard like this, but I would recommend using it to cut whatever you're cutting it on the surface that you're seeing it. Like if I were to do that, I'd be cutting like this. A ruler, so you can obviously make the edges as accurate as possible. And another thing you will definitely need is, of course, your picture. And I'm going to be making one of the Pac-Man ghosts, as you can see. And you can use like glue. I use rubber cement, and I haven't used this, but something like this. Well, let me think about that. Okay, of course you're probably going to need to print the picture out, but the main thing you're going to want to need is something like this. And if you're very, very careful, you could use scissors, but I'm using this. It's an Exacto Knife. It's very sharp. I cut myself once on it before, but nothing bad. Once out of my 12 ones that I made, so this is very essential, a cutting utensil of some sort. And yeah, and if you want to, you can use like pens or anything to trace out whatever you're doing if you're using a certain color thing. Always have replacement blades. That's a tip of mine, unless you have your ways of doing things. And yeah, we're gonna get started. Now, the first order of business is, of course, cutting out your picture. Now, the Exacto Knife thing is very essential for pretty much everything. This is where your ruler comes in most of the time with the cutting stuff. What you're going to do is just kind of line it up with this and just simply start at wherever you want to cut across. And so I'm just going to do like a very small section, then I'm going to do the rest, and then I'm going to do a bunch of other stuff. So yeah, as I cut here, you will possibly, I'm not going to probably be making this the neatest as I possibly can, just because I'm on a low, like very short schedule. So as you can see, very short time, you can cut that out however you need to. It might get stuck on sometimes, but I would recommend not trying to pull it like this. Just if something gets stuck, just cut it more. You're gonna make it out a lot better. See, there you go. Okay, I'll finish up the cutting, and I will see you guys in a minute. Okay, I'm back just for a quick tip if anybody wanted to know. I'm in the middle of cutting. This only took just this much, probably like 2 minutes for me, but I've been doing this so much, so I don't know about other people. One little tip I have is, say you run into something like this or whatever, don't cut inwards towards the picture that you want to. Otherwise, there's a very big risk for mistakes, and you can cut into the picture, making it not so great. A tip I can give you guys is start it like a corner and cut out, like this way. See, what I did here was, see how there's a lot less, like almost no, almost no cut into here because I cut outwards. When I cut in here, it's this whole area is almost half gone. So that's a big thing that you might want to keep in mind if you want to make it look better. That's what I use for, that's a tip that I use for mine. So yeah, anyway, also one big thing, use this if you have one, pretty much at your own risk, not making it creepy or scary. It's just, this is very sharp and it has a very big, not so big chance, but it has a chance that it can cut you. So, not trying to scare anyone, just putting out a little warning. You do it at your own risk. So, little tips I decided to give you. And yeah, also use the materials that you're using at your own disposal. Don't blame me if something goes wrong. I'm just here to give you guys a tutorial. So, yeah, I'll be back when I'm done cutting. Hey guys, I'm back. I just got done cutting it out. Looks nice. Hopefully I don't mess up in any way whatsoever. So, now comes the worst part of it all. The gluing part. Now, it's not the actual gluing that I'm upset about. Let me tell you, it's the waiting for it to dry on here. Rubber cement doesn't take long to dry, you just don't know when it's going to dry. Like, personally I don't, yeah. So, just to make sure nobody gets bored, I'm going to glue this off camera so everyone doesn't have to watch me suffer. So, yeah, I might glue it like this, or like this. We'll just see. So, I'm going to glue that. I'll show you guys whenever I'm done gluing. Then, I guess I will wait until it's dry, then we can finally get done with the tutorial. So, I will be back. Okay guys, I just got it all glued down. I cut the piece out, and one thing, I'm gonna let it dry, and then I'm gonna continue on with it. Also, everything that I'm using is completely disposable, so you can just throw that away if you want to, including the foam board. And of course any excess things you get from the paper. Rubber cement will rub off in a very satisfying way. So, I will wait for that to dry, and I'll be back, ready to be cutting it out. Also, I will glue on the loose edges. As you can see, it's a little lifted up if you have good eyesight, unlike myself. So, I will wait for that to dry, and I will see you guys in a few seconds, considering in your point of view. Jerks. Remember to always have a bandage or two with you, just in case any accidents happen. Just be prepared. Hey guys, I'm back, and so I had a little bit of fun while the glue dried. I had a glass of apple juice, buffered Instagram for about 5 minutes, and then I kind of maybe, just maybe had some cake. So, now, next order of business. Now we're going to cut the foam out, like the excess foam. So, what you're gonna want to do, same deal as the paper. Start here, and I think my blade just broke, but who cares? No, it's fine. Okay, what I just did there, don't do. So you're also gonna want to check the bottom, see if it's cut there too, because it's pretty much paper, then like this foamy stuff, and then paper again, and sometimes the bottom layer of paper, some of the foam and the paper won't get cut through, so on and so forth. So I'll cut this little piece out just to demonstrate. So how's your guys' day going? Mine's beautiful. Got home from soccer practice like an hour ago. Yeah, I wish that every person could eat themselves and spit it back out. See, good example of what not to do. The paper is not cut right there. So, whenever everything is cut, that's what it's gonna look like. And yeah, pretty much all this will be gone. Same with here and here. Might touch it up a little, and then we'll all be good. Then I'll end the video, all that great stuff, and then yeah, I'll have some of my friends stop nagging me about this. So I'll be back. See ya. Alright, I just got done cutting it out. My pointer finger hurts, and honestly, it turned out really well. Good, however you pronounce that, or say it. Anyway, so I think it turned out pretty good. So that's pretty much the end of my tutorial. Like I said, be very, very careful with whatever cutting thing that you're using. Just always keep that in mind. And yeah. Anyway guys, I hope you enjoyed the video, and truthfully I want to try and, well, first off, I'm just gonna show some of the other things that I made before. If anyone doesn't know, this is a Five Nights at Freddy's thing. But anyway, like I was saying, not much is going on with me video-wise right now. I mean, Caden from the Xbox guys and me have been recording some videos on the original game, the Luigi's Mansion, and those will be up soon on either of our channels. I forget which one he said, but so yeah, I'm gonna be those are gonna be there soon, and yeah. We made quite a lot of them, and I just, he said there might have been an audio problem, so I kinda hope they turned out pretty fine. So, yep, it's, pretty much the end of my tutorial, and I guess I will see you guys later. Bye.